not all gifts are created equal. Some are really thoughtful and some are just like, oh, so perfect. And some are just things that add clutter to your home. But don't worry, I am gonna share with you clutter-free, amazing gift ideas that are budget-friendly, and there's something for every single person on your list. To keep things really simple, I've broken them down into like the top 3 clutter-free categories. First, experiences. Second, consumables. And third, upgrades. But before we jump into that, we're gonna start with my favorite, which is really cool, unique ways to give cold hard cash and gift cards. This one I want to take credit for, but I actually saw on TikTok. So cool. You get a box and inside you want to add a balloon with a little pop me. To make this is so simple. Grab a balloon, put in your gift card. You can add some glitter if you want, and grab a card, write pop me, and tape on a toothpick. Now when they open it, they have to like pop the balloon to get the gift card. So fun. This is cool. Let me go. Woo! I love this one. I've been doing this one for so long, but I love it. My brother always asks for cash, but what a cool way to give it. Grab an old Kleenex box, tape the money together, have this little pull me sign, which is available on my website, and you have awesomeness. It's never ending. You have dollars in the US. You could just make it go for days. What a cool way to give cash and not have to pay for a container. I had to buy a box of Kleenex. You hopefully have an old one you can use. Here's a really clever and free way to wrap a gift card. I went to Starbucks and I got Starbucks gift cards for the teachers, and then I just asked for a clean to-go cup. Filled it with some fluff, maybe some sprinkles. You could put candy. It's clever, right? And totally doesn't cost you a thing to wrap it. Also, McDonald's. I asked McDonald's if I could have a clean bag and a little burger box that opens up for that gift card. So cute. And my dollar store had this little like fry clip thing. You could just get an empty fry box, but I found this so stinking cute. Put it in a clean bag. They'll give it to you for free at McDonald's, and you have a very clever way to give a gift card. Now let's talk about consumable gifts. Basically, it's things that get used up, so it's not clutter, like food or bathroom products. This one I saw online and I was like, that is genius and I legit want it. And this is paper plate basket. Maybe this isn't for you, but it's like, I always feel guilty buying paper plates because I feel like it's wasteful, but also I wish some nights I could get out of dishes and just have paper plates. So it comes with this really cute tag that's available in my printable pack that says, a Christmas wish for you is less dirty dishes to do. And it's just filled with dollar store Christmas plates. This will cost like $10. It's a sweet, thoughtful gift that I've never really seen before. And I think it's something that would be very appreciated by most people. I want to say this is for children, but I would love this because I love candy. Any candy lover. You just tape a bunch of chocolate bars, 2 skewers, stick them in a vase or a dollar store vessel, and you have a candy bouquet. It's a cool way to give treats. This next consumable are like these little gift baskets. I'm going to talk about each of the gift baskets, but I also want to caution you because at the end of this video, we're going to talk about things I think are just clutter-catching, nightmare, terrible gifts to give or receive. But some of them will be like these type of baskets. So hear me out, hear me out. This is a make your own cookie basket. Everything's from the dollar store. It has brownie mix and cookie mix and sprinkles. This is a hot cocoa complete with everything, including the to-go mugs, which I think is really a thoughtful addition. So you can fill it with hot cocoa and go shopping. And of course, fancy jams and sausages and things that bougie people like. My point is, this is all like good stuff. Sometimes you can get those baskets that have really cheap, yucky stuff that nobody really likes. So my only caution to you here is if you're creating a basket like this, it is the fraction of the price to make it yourself than what you'll pay in a big box store, but make sure it's going to be actual useful things that the people can consume. If you have someone on your list and all they want is cash and gift cards, I feel you. My daughter is 19 and that's all she's asked for, so you can get a little dollar store picture album and just add sweet little notes like treat yourself and then tuck the gift card in behind or beside. So all her favorite things like little $15 gift card so she can get herself some Taco Bell, or she can go to Sephora. So not only does it have the sweet messages from you, but it's also a way that she can organize all the gift cards into one cool gift. Sometimes there's people on your list that you just want to spend like $10 on, and this is a cool idea. Get a little gift box and then cut the sides of the gift box so that when you open the lid, nothing happens. So when you open the lid, it all drops down and it can either just have the candy or a little gift card inside. It's cool, it's fun, and it's a clever way to give a gift card. Let's try that again. It was cooler on TikTok. I love this so much. Grab yourself a container that can be opened from the bottom. I'm using a hot chocolate can because we actually want to put the hot chocolate in a jar anyways, but a Pringles can is also a really good alternative. Anything that has not yet been opened, you can open it with a can opener at the bottom, take the product out, give it a quick wipe, and then fill it with sprinkles, gift cards, or cash. When you now give the gift to the person, they're gonna be like, what the heck is this? Thanks for the hot chocolate. And then you tell them to open it, but it hasn't been opened. So they have to like physically open it. So cool. And inside, money. I think this is really clever and a super fun way to give a gift card or cash. I could do this all day. Another way to give cash is to give a jar of candy. Make sure that it's clear so you can like see the candy, and then they're like, thanks for the candy, cheapskate. But when they open the top, you've actually put a paper towel holder cut down or a toilet paper roll so that you can put the cash in the center. So from the outside, you can't see it, and on the inside, it's like all the good stuff. Totally gonna do this to my brother. Maybe I won't put cash inside. I'll put worms. This is my favorite. I honestly hope someone gives this to me because I love Fortnite, but I also have a lot of people that I'm shopping for who also love the video game. And in the video game, there is a supply drop that comes down from the sky filled with all the things you need. Just get a blue box, a yellow balloon, filled it with candy. I'm adding a gift card to here, and then I'm just adding ribbon so it looks just like the supply drop that you'll see in the video game. Cool gift, man. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Let's jump into experiences, which personally are my favorite thing to get. Tickets to concerts or plays. My favorite gift of all time was a ticket from Joe to go see the Phantom of the Opera. Love that gift, so definitely think of tickets like this when you're thinking of experiences. Another cool experience would be like cooking classes or art classes, photography classes. So fun and a way for someone to really experience a new hobby. I'm not a great cook. I would appreciate some cooking lessons for sure. And I cannot forget spa packages. Personally, I don't like to be touched. I don't like facials and massages, but if you have someone who loves to be pampered on your list, this is a very nice gift. If you're on a shoestring budget, here is a free way to give experiences. The first is giving like a little calendar book. You can even print a calendar off. I got this from the dollar store for $1.25, and then for my mom, I just added every month dates that we can go. So going for coffee, this is a day that we'll go to Costco together to go shopping. I make sure I add it in my calendar too so I don't forget. And then throughout, I just wrote like sweet little notes to her on other days as well. This way it's like a whole year of spending quality time with someone. It's a great gift for a spouse. You can plan a whole year's worth of date nights, or if you have someone on your list that maybe is feeling a little lonely and you know you should spend more time with, like my mom, it is a year's worth of quality time in one gift. I also love the freaking crap out of this one so much. On Amazon, I saw these little money maze boxes. They are very inexpensive and they come in like kits, so the more you buy, the cheaper they are. What happens is it has like a little hole on the top, so you fill it with your cash and then you put it on and it's locked. And the only way to get to the money inside is to solve the puzzle. Surprisingly fun and challenging puzzle to do. Someone you love or don't really like very much. This is a great gift because they'll have to work very hard to get the cash inside. You want to give it a try, Joe? Make sure it's enough money that it's worth the effort.
Have you used this one before?
Yep. And we're done.
No,
Who's the engineer?
you're not done.
Genius! I'm smarter than you. Can we just do
Did you
it for
just
you?
shake it?
No, babe. He doubts my genius. While Joe tries to solve this puzzle. Great way to give a gift card. I've been doing this for so long. You wrap a chocolate bar in a snowman wrapper. Shh, try to solve it quieter.
It's in there now. But now,
She said you have to start on the other side.
she said you have to start on the right side.
She meant left.
I meant left. Sorry, Joe.
But we don't want to be here till Christmas, so we're moving on.
I solved it in reverse.
We're moving on. You can't do it. It's okay. Admit defeat. Admit defeat. We got a video to film. See? It'll keep people busy for hours. These snowman wrappers is something I've been doing for so long. Really easy. The printable, of course, is on my website. All you have to do is wrap a big chocolate bar in the snowman wrapper and then add a glove or a mitten to the top. You can either use an actual set, like put them inside each other and give them mittens as well. I am just cutting the top off to make a little pom-pom and then a piece of a scarf, wrap it around, and you have the cutest way to give a chocolate bar, but also a gift card. And they're so freaking cute. Aren't they so cute? Okay, we're moving on. Another cool free experience idea is to make a coupon book. The staple stuck in my thumb. The staple stuck in my, yep. Is it up? Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
You need a band.
I'll be fine. And scene. Another free experience that you can give is a coupon book. I used to make these for Joe all the time because I had no money, but Milo surprisingly loves these the most. It's like spend the family day doing cool things he wants to do, stay up 30 minutes later, get out of one chore, movie night of your choice, takeout, get out of eating mom's dinner and get McDonald's. Lots of cool things like play soccer for 30 minutes with mom and dad. He got this last year and absolutely loved it, used all of his coupons. It was probably his favorite gift and we gave the kid a PlayStation. Just saying. And last but not least, before we talk about the worst clutter-causing gifts, let's talk about upgrades. So an upgrade would be replacing something that your loved one has with something even better. And the reason it's clutter-free is because they can get rid of the old one. A really good example of this would be a new towel set. As an adult, these are things we don't usually treat ourselves to, but we really appreciate. Or a new sheet set. Or if they love cooking, maybe an upgraded knife set or an upgraded water bottle. Find something that someone uses all the time and how can you get them the same but better. That's a really thoughtful way to give a clutter-free gift this holiday. Now let's talk about things you should avoid giving. I will say with a disclaimer, if you know someone and I'm saying things that you know the person will actually like to receive, then by all means get it for the person. But I'm gonna talk about like generic, most people probably don't want these things and it will just add to clutter and a burden to them. Starting with trinkets and knickknacks. You probably have someone in your life that's like a collector. Maybe they like Star Wars or they're really into angels. Getting them a collectible that is Star Wars related does not mean they're going to want that particular Star Wars collectible. And now they're going to feel like it's part of their identity and they have to hold on to it. I think for collectors, one of the best things is finding it themselves, finding those pieces that they love and cherish, or finding something that maybe it really is vintage or it's really cool, but just buying a collectible or a knickknack for the sake of giving a gift, it's just usually clutter. This next one I am so guilty of doing. I apologize to everyone who I've bought this for. Novelty mugs, or even worse, cheap dollar store mugs or cheap water bottles just to put a gift card in it. It's better to go to Starbucks and get the free one that they can throw in the trash than burden someone with a cup that they're not gonna like or use that they now have to just store in their cabinet till the end of time. You're gonna fight me for this one. Fuzzy Christmas socks. Yeah, they're great, but usually they're so thick that we can't actually wear them with shoes, so they're like now home socks that are literally only good one time of the year and sit in our drawer the other 11 months. What are we doing? Themed big giant fluffy socks. Everybody gives these at Christmas and everybody hopes they're not receiving them. Let's stop the madness. Cheap gift sets, all the body lotions and all the smelly things and the perfume and the little spa kits, or you go and you get the food kits or the cookie and the candy and it's from Walmart. It's like $25 and it looks beautiful. It's mostly inside. It's just junk dressed up to look nice. We all know it's junk and it's a waste of money and it's clutter. As a parent, thankfully my kids have really outgrown stuffed animals, but I'm gonna say stuffed animals. Children have enough stuffed animals. They have too many stuffed animals, and if they are gonna get a new one, they wanna pick it out. They want it to be like their treasured thing. Just getting kids stuffed animals just adds to clutter in their bedroom. I'm just gonna say it. Kitchen gadgets. Some people love it. Donut makers, bagel slicers, ice cream makers. I will say I won an ice cream maker from Get Organized HQ. It's a Ninja. I was like, I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna give it a try. You have to mix all the ingredients and then freeze it for 24 hours, and it's basically just a blender. It's just a big honking blender thing, only for ice cream, that's now on your kitchen counter because it's too big to store in a cabinet. Sorry, Ninja, no thanks. Let's rapid fire a few. Hats, scarves, mittens. Most of the time, it doesn't match the person's coat and they're not in love with it. Unless they've specifically asked for it, probably avoid that. Books people didn't ask for, especially if they're not big readers, that could be insulting. You get me an exercise book, I'm not gonna like you. Jewelry, especially costume jewelry. Now I will say I genuinely like to receive costume jewelry, but it's like a fine line. It could be something that you really don't like and it doesn't match your clothing, so it's hard. Jewelry's like, it's a personal thing. Also, if you're a man watching, there are two men I think that watch. Women don't like heart jewelry. Just say, don't get us a heart neck. We don't like heart jewelry. Also, don't get us anything with our name on it or your name. Maybe our kids' names. My own name? No. And last but not least, oh, I'm so guilty of this. Those hobby kits, you know, the craft kits? It's like crochet this Ewok and it comes with all the supplies just for this one thing. Most of the time people start and never finish those craft projects, but even if they do finish it, it has like tools and extra bibbidi bobs that go with the thing. All the little hobby kits, craft kits, it's a clutter kit is what it is. If you are trying to simplify your life, if you've been working really hard to declutter, the last thing you want this holiday season is to receive a bunch of gifts that are just gonna fill up your home again. Here's what I would suggest to you when talking with your loved ones, because I had to have this conversation years ago with my parents, my step-parents, because they were overbuying for my kids and contributing to massive amounts of clutter. Be really specific and say things like, my kids would love an annual pass to the zoo and you can go with them and have this experience, but also be really honest and tell them that you're trying to downsize, you're trying to declutter, you're trying to have less in your life, so an experience or a consumable gift will be much more appreciated. And last but not least, give lots of examples of how it can also benefit them. My stepmom used to buy my kids like giant Barbie doll houses and huge tents. And when I told her what they really want is to spend quality time with her, and maybe she could take that money and go away for a weekend in a hotel that has water slides, she jumped at the opportunity, and now this is something that she gets them every single year, along with photos of the previous year's adventure. My kids love this gift so much. It has zero clutter, but it has more meaning and more memories than anything she could ever find in a store. Let's just stop the madness and be honest about what we really want this Christmas, which is less stuff so we can have more happiness and more memories. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. I thought I'd share some of my all-time favorite Christmas gifts I've ever gotten and some of the absolute worst. Starting with my favorites, an Aura digital picture frame was a huge hit for me because I received this, it was already loaded with photos, and I continually add photos to it. So this is a gift I gave to all the loved ones in my life and they love it too. So I think that's probably number one, this memory making moment remembering machine. Sure. Next, tickets. Joe got me tickets to Phantom of the Opera, which was amazing. Also a Trues concert. They're my favorite band. So that was awesome because not only was I excited the day I opened it, but then I was excited leading up to it and then super excited on the day of the actual event. So that was super great. Oh my gosh, there was this author, Bella Forrest. Story time. I read this book called The Gender Game, and it was written by Bella Forrest, who I think co-wrote with her husband or something, or maybe he published it. And this was a pen name. This wasn't her actual name. So when they were going through a messy divorce, I could be fuzzy on the details. This is from Reddit. Anyways, they were fighting over who owned the rights to the books. So then neither of them were allowed to sell these books. So I read them and then I had donated them to other people to read because I love them so much, didn't get them back. I wanted to share them with Abby. You cannot buy these books anywhere. They are not making them anymore. They are just gone. One of the greatest YA series ever written, and it is impossible to find. So Joe spent over a year searching thrift stores and eBay, and he got me the entire collection secondhand. So that was so freaking thoughtful, man. He's a good gift giver. I'm a terrible gift giver. Worst gifts I've ever gotten. Don't be mad. I'm just gonna say it. I've gotten some really ugly handmade things, like knitted doilies, of a scarf, a sweater. I know it takes so long to make. I know there was so much thought and work and effort. They're hideous. Those ones were hideous. What else is a terrible gift? When I was bigger, I received clothing that was way too small, and couldn't be returned, and then was sold as inspiration. Any type of fitness device, no. Cleaning product like a vacuum. I get really excited about a vacuum. I'd be cool with a vacuum. Other people, maybe not so much. Don't give me a blender. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite and least favorite gift you've ever received. And if you have any ideas for clutter-free gifts that you think people would actually love, put those in the comments too, and I'll see you guys next time.